Welcome back to the shop, folks. T-Bone here with Raley's Small Engines. Going to show you a little trick today. You ever order these tires for your four-wheeler or your lawnmower? They shrink wrap these things so tight that the bead is real close together, and you get the tire off and that doggone rim, you'll never get the thing aired up. So the first thing you want to do, make sure your wife has gone to the store. You go get her 1875 horsepower hairdryer, and I'm going to show you how to use this to mount your tire. Now, if you come a little closer, I'm going to show you how close this bead is. You can see by my hand how close that is, and my finger, and then look at this. You never will get that aired up. So y'all come on with me, and I'm going to go get something to show you a little trick. I'll be right back. So you can go get some bricks out of the woods like I just did. Go get you some blocks of wood, anything you can find. What you want to do, set this in here and pull that rim apart, or tire apart, the bead apart. Golly, I can't talk. Pull these apart and put that in here. And what we're going to do is reform this tire to where it's a little wider, and it'll make it a whole heck of a lot easier for you to mount. Now, where your wife's hairdryer comes in, if you don't have a heat gun, you can use a hairdryer. You can just set it inside down in here, just let it blow round and round and round the tire. Or you can get old wore out. Be sure you got one with a cut wire, an electrical hazard, a heat gun, and heat these tires up. Now, if it's summertime, just lay them outside in the hot sun for a couple of hours, and then you pull your bricks out. It'll make it so much easier for these tires to air up. So all we want to do is take the heat gun and warm this tire up on both sides, and then we're going to let it cool off and just sit. So y'all stay tuned, and we'll be right back. Y'all thought I was kidding, didn't you? All right. Get you a pair of side cutters or whatever you got, knife, anything. Cut that old valve stem out, because you go put new tires on, you may as well put a new valve stem in. Then you want to clean where this bead is going to seat. around here. And the way I do it, you can use sandpaper, a wire brush by hand, but go around this rim both sides in order for it to seal. Otherwise you could have leaks. If it's really rusty, you can go to the parts store and get you some stuff called bead sealer. And once you mount your tire, then you just take and go around the edge of the bead on the tire, and that'll help you. Always a new valve stem with a new tire. This is just some little bit of dishwashing liquid and water. And you can do this with some, there's a few different type tools. Excuse me, I can't talk. A few different type tools that you can do this. And I'm just screwing this onto this valve stem tool. And then I'm going to pull it. And it should, see it seal in. There you go, new valve stem installed. Okay, if you don't have a tire machine, you can get one of those at the Hobo Freight. They're pretty inexpensive. If you don't want to do that, you can get you a set of pry bars, heavy screwdrivers. If you really want something good, get you some tire spoons, and they're just flat bars to help you install these tires. But soapy water, and you'll soak these things up real good to get them on. So since I've got a tire machine, I'm gonna go to the tire machine. So let's go see if we can mount some tires up. Remember, folks, when you're airing these tires up, you read on the side, it'll tell you like 25 psi max to seat the bead to the rim, but your running pressure is only like 7 pounds. So don't exceed that, because you can blow these tires up. Let me get some air in this thing. Look at there, air's right up. Now what I'll do is I'll check it, and I won't go over 25 psi, and I'll look that this bead is seated all the way around on both sides. And you can see it's not quite on there. But the soapy water really helps with it sliding on. Sometimes you can just let them sit for a while at that 25 psi, and you'll hear it go pop, pop, and you're on. So, folks, I hope this helps someone out. I got one more thing to show you. If you run into trouble doing these, just so you know, you can do a tire strap, a 1-inch strap, ratchet strap, put it around the edge, click it down, and that will help you expand that bead if it's in some. A lot of times when you do that, it'll spread that out and make it a lot easier. Now, if you've got this real soapy, you can use soapy water WD-40, and sometimes you won't even hear the pop. They'll just slip right on. So especially with that bead cleaned up with the wire brush. You guys click that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Leave a comment down below. You guys come back to see us. I got another tire to go mount. Thanks. Okay, I just told you a story. It is true about the 25 psi. Do not exceed to seat the bead. And it does say maximum at 7 psi, but wait, your lawnmower tires you can set to what you see on the tire. Four-wheeler, you're going to want to look for this tag, and it tells you the pressure that it needs to be. These are 3.6. And you can pick yourself up one of these. It's a low pressure tire gauge. Maximum pressure is only 15 psi for doing these four-wheeler tires. Now, a regular tire gauge will work just fine on your lawnmowers and whatnot. So, anyhow, thanks again.